Hey, hello, this is Martin from Secrets, the channel for learning about trading and investing. Welcome to Markets Tomorrow, the daily stock market analysis. And this is for September 21st, tomorrow, Wednesday 2022. We would look at what happened in the market today and try to learn something from that and then plan better for the next day. So we had a bounce up day today, right? It was at a CIP point yesterday. There was a potential CIP bounce that we mentioned. But there was also a mention that probably we may be consolidating more, but market did not consolidate more in a very short time, right? In a medium time, it is still consolidating, and it bounced up today, and then it faced the resistance and then gave it up. Let's see the chart. See, this is what you see there. It's an inverted hammer. So the wick size indicates the reversal that happened after now. That was the selling pressure. See the point where it reversed exactly at the trend line resistance on the weekly basis, right? This is trend line resistance, and we have been talking just tested 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's the 8th week that it is being tested, right, to break out of on the Nifty. Banknifty already had comfortably gone up. It's already hit a new all-time high, and then once again it is very close to that, less than 150 points away from the new all-time high. That is what happened in Banknifty here. So that's it. It faced the resistance hit, but it did bounce up beautifully today. The wick size indicates a inverted hammer is on the top of a rally. It indicates a reversal, but this is not on the top of the rally exactly, so it may not indicate, but definitely that wick size indicates that there is selling pressure on the top. There is going to be tough resistance at the 1700 zone, so that would be the first point where we have to be careful whether it would do the job of breaking out of this once again this week, right? You have to check that with Friday. But overall, it's a gain of how much is that? 1.10% on the Nifty. That's 194%. Remember, it had gone to nearly 300 points up, 286 or something, and it reversed and formed an inverted hammer. Okay, we're seeing that Banknifty in 1.38%, that's 564. It was strong from the very start. Both of them gapped up actually, and then went up, and then intraday, if you see, 1.5% more than that it gained, and then gave up 0.5% of that, and then overall the gain came to 1.5 and 1.10 percentage, right? So that's what happened. The double top pattern can still be visible. We're going to rule it out. So that M pattern that we are talking about in the Nifty is still a threat. You have to keep cautious at this neckline zone of 17,000 zone would be crucial to watch. And 20-day EMA support is we have got that 20-day EMA support whack. Right? We had lost this on the Nifty. Banknifty is already very much fine. Right? So that's it. Nifty closed after hitting the weekly trend line resistance. That's only concern. Just try to get out of that and close with the solid green by the end of this week. The weekly candle that we're talking about, right? Then everything should, until that happens, we have still a lot to worry. Definitely we have the uncertainty in the market. You have the Fed interest rate announcement that's coming on Wednesday. That's markets would have an expiry day to react to that, right? Thursday. Support resistance is 17,992. First resistance previous swing high, 18,105. Resistance previous swing high, right? That's Nifty. And Nifty supports will be 17,677 and 17,380. Both are support gap supports. Right? Similarly, Banknifty 41,848 will be the resistance on the upside. Then all-time high is breached. Then 42,000 will be the next resistance, which is a rounding number. 41,184 will be the support on the downside. Then 4,500 will be the support. One is the previous swing high, and the first support is the gap support. Right? That is caused by the gap up that happened today. One Japan's I was showing contraction clearly on the Nifty, which indicates sideways movement obviously, but Banknifty, it is not longer contraction, it's an expansion on the upside. Contraction is happening on the downside, but definitely up move is what it indicates as of now. Momentum still, Nifty has not climbed back to the bull zones above RSI 60, but momentum is has risen today obviously. Banknifty has not had no problem. It has maintained the bullishness on the RSI. On the short term, we're talking about, and it's not a problem. Is the trend. The crossover had happened yesterday when Nifty made big fall day for yesterday actually. So it is not crossed over back to the bull zones yet, but it is heading towards that, looks like, right? But Banknifty is intact on the trend. It's bullish and it's rising with strength. Wix had cooled up a little bit, 6% nearly, which is fine, but still it is very close to the 20 mark, 18.79. Remember yesterday, and therefore we were going to 20 levels, 20 plus levels, so we had to be cautious on that side. Yesterday and today also, it's short covering on the Nifty. That is the futures OI build-up is showing, right? Because that means people who are gone short now, slowly one by one, they are getting short down and then changing it into longs. And long middle is what Banknifty. So there is more confidence in the Banknifty. Long middle is happening there. Options OI levels are interesting. 17,500 was yesterday's highest put rating. Today it's 17,000, 17,500 to 17,000. So 17,000 to 18,000 is where the range is for the options OI. And we have 2 more days for the expiry, and this expiry is going to be very, very interesting. So that's why this wide range of 1,000 points is still there, because option right is the same. Markets will be volatile. Banknifty also 40,000 support is gone. 40,500 is also not where the highest support zones is seen. 39,000 with the highest support is written. With option right is, and 42,000 with the highest cost writing. This is for the September 22nd weekly expiry that we talked about. Put coverage has improved yesterday, but today it's even more improved. It has improved really on Nifty, and both are almost in the gold zones. You can see 0.99 and 1.07. Put coverage is good. So options Y shows bullishness. Wix is cooled off, that is good, but it is still not cooled up that much. Right, it's not calling off the 15 or the 16 levels, right? It's still hovering between the 17 and 20 levels. Trend and momentum has improved, but not enough for the Banknifty. Quality bands shows sideways in the bank, so that's what price action is not has improved and heading towards bullishness, but not in the bullishness yet on the Nifty, right? On the short term we are talking about, right? But options is clearly showing bullishness on all the parameters, features, options, and PCR. Sector will watch. If you see, pharma was not doing well, it did well today. All the other sectors were kind of also doing good, but it was in the lesser range, 1 to 2% of up more. Pharma did 3% plus. Metal is the sector that is doing the most bullish, you can see. It is maintaining this bullishness on the RSI above 60. All other sectors are below that, struggling to get into there, right? And on the other side, IT and the pharma is still in the VS, so be cautious on that. So no entries on IT and pharma stocks yet, right? Because metal is only stock that is showing bullishness on the short term. Heavyweights, did well, ICICI banks, all the banks did well. Kodak also did well, right? Actually, others form good in the sense it did more than 1% or 2% kind of moves, right? ICICI and HDFC Bank are the only two among the 5 or 6 heavyweight sectors that we are considering. These are the 2 banks, 2 stocks which are making the bullish on the short term. Infinity TCS, remember it is in the bear zones on the momentum, so stay out of that. Fyers, that's a good news. Both the institutions have been buying today. There's 1,200 crores of buying, or 96,196 buying from the Fyers in the cash market, and India is also buying little, 131 crores of buying. So that's a relief. Crude oil is also a relief. It is cooling off. It's cracking. It's major support zone, sideways momentum. Going into the various zones, less than 94 is maintained as of now. Consolidating at the support zone probably. So that's a good thing. Dollar is rising, which is a concern. So dollar is rising up, which is not good. So dollar index is rising, which has been doing that for long. 110 plus is where it is, and it's an all-time high, 20-year all-time high. So USD INR is also being maintained below the 80 by central bank intervention probably, but dollar rising up is a concern definitely for a economy like ours. Gold has been falling in breaching the support zones and falling down. It's bearish momentum, right? So it's a hedge instrument primarily, gold. So when the market is falling, that's what saves the investments, and people use it as a hedge. But right now, it isn't. Gold has lost all the chin, and it seems to be breaking down from the major support zones. So it's just red as of now. US index is also showing big red. US index is something that is a real worry. The event is happening tomorrow evening, but the market is reacting violently since several days now. So it has already fallen 16%. last week, and 6%, sorry, not 16, 6% of fall has happened, and it's further falling down. If you look at the charts quickly, this is what it indicates, right? It's cracking down for the major parallel channel support zone. Trendline channel support has been breached and is going down. So this is a real concern, right? Real concern. But we can't judge it. Probably it may bounce back, right? Or it may break down to this zone and then consolidate this zone. So it's going to be very crucial. So if this big move that is happening, so basically we'll be impacted. So we have to be obviously cautious about it. Yeah, so the major event is that Wednesday, September 21st, Fed interest rate decision is coming out. So markets are jittery to do that. US markets especially. Now markets also would have the uncertainty element, of course, there. So two stock picks for the next day. Next day or days, probably swing trade opportunities primarily. Balkrishna Industries on the short side and ICICI Bank on the long side. Let's look at the charts quickly. ICICI Bank has been bullish, no doubt about that. It has broken out, retraced a little bit other day. This week also it's moving up further up. So it's a cup pattern breakout. It's substantially broken out already, but this may be there was a small pullback, so it may give you an opportunity to enter next day, and it could go a long way. The momentum and the trend is clearly bullish, no doubt about that. Now Balkrishna Industries is having the momentum in the bear zones on the weekly as well as the daily. Trend is already crossed on the bear zones. Price is falling down clearly towards the support zone, and there is every chance that it can support at 16,700 zones. You can fall till that and you can get a swing trade. From there on, if it goes down, you can trade it to the next 1,500 zones. Right? So that's short side Balkrishna Industries and long side ICICI Bank. Two stock picks for the next day or days. Right? Now that we got talked about all the parameters, different parameters of analyzing the market, now we are wrapping up with that market view. I have a mild bullish, but with very much caution. I'm ignoring the US markets and looking at only the charts, the strength in the Banknifty, and the bounce up that I've happened today gives me thinking that Banknifty may break out further, and the Nifty also may go and take out the 18,100. So 18,115 is a zone where another previous swing high will be taken, and then all-time high maybe an easy thing, as long as banks are continue showing these bullishness, right? But the caution part is the US markets. US markets are very bearish and it's breaching, and the Fed the major event is going to come out. So markets may react very violently either way, upside or downside, you never know. But more probabilities on the downside if it's negative. Now today the put call ratio has been very good, right? Momentum pickup has been good. But the M pattern, trend line, resistance that where the market is falling bands all indicates that Nifty is not going to. It may face resistance, and it may at least consolidate even if it's not cracking down, right? So that's the indication. Contrary indications are still there. Yesterday also it was there. Banknifty very solid bullish. Nifty facing the resistance seat after, but still not ready to give up or crack down. Every time it tries to come up, it faces that trend line resistance and then falls down. That's what is happening. So it has been a long time since the resistance is the hurdle. So once if that is going to get taken out, then it may be a breakout on the upside. That's the same on the downside actually. If it fails to do that more, that resistance becomes strong, and then weaker and weaker chances of moving up. That's how it is. So keep a close watch on the 18,105. Keep a close watch on the market. VIX is very high, so you have to be cautious. The market is making an inverted V after bullish gap up. That's how the market behaves. Today was a pro gap. It's a bullish kick up pattern. That does not allow me to go for a mild bearish looking at the charts. That's the reason. Otherwise, so the caution has to be there along. That's my view for the next trading day. I believe it might have helped in some way to frame your own trade plan and trade view, market view for the next day. So if that helps in some way, definitely consider hitting the like button and also share to maximum, and subscribe if you're not subscribed if you're doing this, and it helps motivate us a lot to keep doing this every day. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Happy trading, happy learning, happy investing. Bye bye.